obviously outside of it, we had a couple of areas at one point where I had this extra because we had extra zones, and I don't want that anymore. I haven't like tidied this up since I started this map because I haven't needed to. This is like the first time I'm like putting fresh boundaries on the map. Okay, so now they should be able to see most of the area. Most of the animals should be able to go fucking anywhere, give or take, depending on if they require a pen or not. I also see that I've made a few fences in wood instead of stone, a couple of gates. So that's a bit of a fuck up, but is a fence for the moment. So it's not like it's a big deal. I'm sure these are all wood. I think I chose to make it out of wood because I had the materials. So we'll see. As a Minecraft is sort of empty, there is life in it. And if you build your base near a village or make your own, definitely not feel empty. But yeah, it's a pretty solitary game. I like that about it. It's rare that games truly make you feel that whilst also giving you a huge world to explore. The fact that it's mostly empty, broken up by rare moments of intrigue is a really fun balance. That's fair. It's just that I think, because I wouldn't be playing Minecraft with like the sense of nostalgia that most people have going into a game like that, I feel like it would probably feel more empty to me kind of thing than enjoyable kind of thing. There's a lot of games that I play a lot of games solo, and a lot of them I play solo by choice, and I don't feel lonely or bored or empty or whatever playing them. But there's a couple of games that really like hammer in the fact that you're playing the game solo. Like I said with Sunken Land. Sunken Land was one that did that, and I did not like it. I did not like the fact that it made the night feel empty when I played it. That's why I'm sort of not still playing it, apart from the fact that I didn't find any personal enjoyment with like the story as it was. Like, it could still develop into something more, and I might find something about it later and come back to it, but for now I don't have anything tying me to it that makes me want to play it specifically. When you guys have your punch up, one of you is a fucking doctor. So, one of you who is a doctor does not have armor. I'm gonna start building armor soon, by the way. Alright, well they're still moving shit around, so I should be able to find stuff soon. If I could grab somebody that could do some basic mid-level instruction stuff. I don't need my top tier person. Maybe a Nisan or Tade. Tade might be good. I'll grab Tade. I've got some stuff in here to deconstruct, mate. Can I have you for like 20 minutes? And we'll just get that stuff deconstructed, whatever we can find. And that's going to give us just a few extra squares of space. I can also hear something going on in the background, and I'm assuming that's a cat doing something. I don't know. I can't see. I'm going to assume. It's more like how Raft felt for me. It really felt like a game is just you on a raft in the middle of the ocean, occasionally coming across an island. It's totally fair. Yeah, I could definitely see, like, if I wanted to play a game that kind of had that vibe, I could definitely see them as being like up there as like really good options and stuff. But I think because like most of the time when I'm playing games, I'm usually playing them solo by choice. I want the game to feel like a world that like is alive and has like, I don't know, a little bit more kind of ambient depth to it kind of thing. Like for instance, like when I play games, I like a lot of games that have like they're their own world. Like if I use Diablo 2 for an example, a lot of people are like, I don't quite get what you get kind of thing. I like the fact that the world itself, like there's lore to the cities, the seasons, the like armor types, the like the heritage of each of the clans of people. Somebody broke up. Who had a broke up? Acosta and Ginseng. Alright, hold on. I guess let's kick you out of your beds. That just solved our beds. Hang on. I know you two have one. Costa. Costa's been sleeping in the wrong bed. Hang on a second. Hello. You got some loving from who, love? Oh no, what the fuck is social? Well, yeah, you've been sleeping next to your... Okay, this is good. Okay, so I finally got those two to break up. Cool beans. Now if only Silverware could lose some of her lovers, that would be great. Anyway, acrylic out here, like breaking couples up, I guess. That's fine. And what is this? A quest. Oh, a psychic emanator. Sorry. 44 components worth for special trade requests. I would like a psychic emanator by people destroyed one of mine. And some glitter wild medicine, but I kind of need those components. I could accept it and we could see if we could make it. Ironically, that's the other Dryden. It's not my Dryden. We'll accept it just like with a collection of treasures. I'm not sure. Like, I don't think we were going to go to that. I think it's just there if we want to go to it because we've still got time. But the other one, I don't think I can make the components. It was just normal components, right? Hold on. That one was an unknown threat. This is 44 components. I can barely get a component spare. I've got 2 components spare. Hold on. At these benches, I have a couple that are turned off. They're only making bionics. Let's turn them on. Turn off the bionics, obviously. I also have a lot of turrets that are going to get made here, and I'm not turning those fuckers off. We prioritize our own shit first. So, you guys are going to do that forever. Salting Spree, Dawsbury. Alright, let's turn all this shit off. Yeah, that's totally fair. Minecraft is definitely not that isolating, but certainly not busy world, though there are some areas that disagree with me on that. Like certain biomes very much not quiet, like Crimson Forest, biome in the Nether, with Picklings, Hoglins always fighting each other. There's a strange foliage and air full of red spores. Keep that biome, which, well, let's say, but I hope you stay quiet. Like, I've seen some of the ones that Nick's like played in and stuff, but like I haven't paid too close attention because obviously the nausea aspect of watching over his shoulder and crap. But yeah, I don't know. I see some areas. I just don't know if it's a modded or themed world, stuff like that. And I could tell that there is kind of like a story in there, but again, I've had the issues of like just looking at the screen when it's on. So, but I know that like a lot of people also love Minecraft, so I'm never like actively shitting on the game. Like, I understand that it's a great game. I just can't really play it myself, and I'm not really too enthusiastic to start, kind of thing. You know, could you clean this room as well? Dodsworth, when you're done shearing that muffler, can I get you to bring these 4 into this room? And I guess we should probably start storing steel in these piles because I need you guys to have resources a lot closer by. Although, in saying that, I don't really have much space for steel because I moved all the wood and components and crap over here. So I don't want these 2 components, which somebody brought in partially finished components. I don't know if somebody got started on that or what. But if I've got people making components, I've got people making it forever. Okay, so Crazy Panther did die. Crazy wasn't a new one. Crazy was... Rollo was its mother, grandmother, and second cousin. Fuck knows who its father was. It was bonded to B. Okay. Well, B's probably going to be a bit upset about that. And I still didn't get a popper. I got a psychic shock lance, but I never got a popper out of it. That's a shame. Yeah, there are mods completely change how the game feels. Like other games, Minecraft mod packs are extraordinarily well curated, completely changing the game. Often basic Minecraft knowledge gets thrown out the window completely in them compared to most games that just add on top. Yeah, I've seen the Pokemon one. My partner's played that and some other stuff. I just don't know them all. There's a couple of things in here that aren't powered on either. I should get somebody to go around and start repairing some shit. I hope some explaining random parts of the game doesn't come off as me trying to get you to play it. Or the game talking about it. No, it doesn't. It just comes across as like you're knowledgeable about it and you're kind of like, you know, increasing like the depth of information about it. That's all it is. But yeah. No, if there's a game that like makes me physically sick from like nausea and stuff, there's nothing anybody could do to like make me play it kind of thing, because obviously it makes me too sick and I'm not going to take like anti-nausea tablets just to play a game, you know. I already have plenty of like medical conditions that like I have to monitor what makes me sick from and stuff. So I don't need to add game nausea to it, you know. So I don't know if that light's not power or whatever, but it's fine. Part of this room's not lit up. Still got the blocks going. We've still got the drug labs moving in. I'm also trying to figure out if where the fuck I was storing steel. I don't want that on this. I don't want this on the benches at all. I can, but I also don't want it on the floor in here. And I don't know if I have room in the other storage for it. Yeah, the steel's coming off that. This is going to be fun because somebody's going to have to move this shit out of here. And every time I tell somebody to move something out of here, it just ends up taking a little bit more time kind of thing to get somewhere. Sorry, there we go, English. I also saw I had another big statue, that one. Somebody made a big statue, so we're going to put it in here. It's not fantastic, and this thing doesn't have power, and I want to know why. Because it's attached to that, which nobody's disassembled yet. Can you detach that, and can you reconnect your ass to something that's actually got power and making chem fuel? Because that corner is a big kaboom waiting to happen, and I know it, you know. Like you can convince me to play most horror games. This sounds cool as fuck because I'll never have an anxiety attack even if I end up enjoying myself. Anxiety attack would always cancel out the fun. Oh yeah. I still like hearing people talk about them and learn about them. Well, it's kind of like with Project Zomboid. For a very long time I was not open to discussion on it because I constantly had a lot of people coming in and trying to sway me to play it and I wasn't interested. And I didn't appreciate people constantly coming in and being like, oh, you're just not interested enough yet. And I'm like, look, I know what I do and don't like. And at the time, I did not like it and did not want to talk about it. And then over time, I had time to actually like look at it myself, see the improvements, hear about it and stuff, and get interested in it myself. That seemed unnecessary, Luxembourg. Go haul that cat. Gorilla's apparently going to haul it. Ocelot should be able to. Lorna, somebody fucking go haul the cat. Why? You don't need level 9 hauling to haul the fucking cat. What the shit? Okay, well they're moving the steel around. I'm trying to make this place a tiny bit more efficient, by the way. I know it's super obvious. It's not. This is terrible. But yeah, nowadays I'm kind of already playing Project Zomboid and I don't mind it and stuff, but yeah, if I'm not interested in something, there's no amount of convincing. The more somebody spends time trying to convince me to play something, the less I actually am interested in it. Like, it's counterproductive at a certain point, which I always find is like pretty interesting from my own perspective. Exhaustion, Tade, yeah, that's okay. You get your sleep. You get your sleep, Tade. I don't think I got a bed for you still, mate. I also don't have anywhere to put my batteries yet. I'm working on that. And I don't have lights in here. Can you guys stop culling the cats for like 5 minutes, please, while I'm scrolling around? Jesus. I'll put down some more animal beds, but I'll save again. I'm trying to make sure that my animals have somewhere to like go to. I do want to put them up there, but I do want to find places like around here that my animals could exist on, you know, that I'm not going to grow anything on. Like all through here looks good. I'll probably have to put like special flooring and crap down here. I'd love to be able to drag this and just be like, ooh, you know, a shit ton of them, but there's probably a mod for that. I don't need it. For a very long time. I didn't like basically any top-down game that just didn't have the patience for many. Hold on. Games type that are now my all-time favorites. I really hated playing them when in the past. Was it? I still like hearing people talk about them. Yeah. I don't know. The other thing too is like you change and you grow as you get older. Your interests change, and it also depends on the game as well, because sometimes you come across a game that just happens to be the exception to how you feel about it in like most standard cases, you know? And then you're like, you know what? I don't mind it in this particular scenario sort of thing, but then, you know, it doesn't mean that you suddenly love it in every capacity. But yeah, same with like Zomboid. I don't mind what I'm doing with Zomboid at the moment. I had almost considered putting it into the fucking Billathon event thing that I'm working on sorting out and stuff for February. But I'm like, I don't really want to lose my save and my progress and crap, you know? Because I was going to do something along the lines of like, oh, you know, certain bit amount redeems, blah, 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 does, what do you call it? Would like force me to drop my weapon or something like that in a battle. But I'm like, I will probably die and I will probably be pissed about it, because like Zomboid's one of those ones where it's so hard to get skills and crap, and I'm like, I opted not for that. We're gonna do Rim Connect for a week instead. But yeah, I have Billathon coming up. I forgot, depending on when that is, I'll probably be around. Well, it should be the first week of February. Still trying to plan the stuff for it, because like last week I just really didn't sleep properly, so I just went, nah, fuck it, I'm not gonna bother trying to put information together and stuff. I'm also going to keep it a lot calmer than usual. I will hydrate Prophet, hold on. Hey Prophet, what are you up to? Yeah, I still wanted the Billathon to be annual, because I started that and it does help me during like my heavy build period of the year, which is like February through to April, right? It made a massive difference last year, even just because I could afford food and shit without having to stress, and the less stress meant that my Crohn's was less active and stuff. So it matters to me. I want to do it, but the rewards and stuff that I had, I feel like I went a little bit too gung-ho, and you guys kind of, I appreciate what you did, but I wasn't expecting any support. So I did kind of like keep trying to provide stuff for you guys to be able to achieve and redeem and shit. And in hindsight, it kind of wiped me out for the whole rest of the year. So I don't want to do that again. I'm just going to have like a Rim Connect week kind of thing, and then some like really kind of light and very basic kind of goals. It's not going to feel probably the same as last year. I'm not going to have as much stuff, but I still want to have something just in case you guys want to participate or whatever. And it gives me something to distract me again for a bit of a time. So yeah, I'm going to try, like the most part, like as I said, I don't have the details of like rewards and shit down pat. No clue. But I'm going to play Rim Connect for a week. I'm gonna try to get my colony, not this colony, our colony, the Rim Connect colony, to try to get to like build a ship and try to take off. I don't know how long that takes to like research and do stuff, and I want people to like spawn in a shit ton of people for it. I'm gonna have like a lot of the standard chaos stuff turned like expensive, so that you guys can't just like fully decimate the colony in one hit. It's not going to be that kind of chaos Rim Connect, but I do want to put that as like a reward that you guys can still redeem like a chaos Rim Connect day, because I know you guys love that. But yeah, I want to see if I can get them to build a ship, because I've never built a ship before, and it couldn't hurt to fucking get some practice. So yeah, see how that goes. And yeah, if people want to lurk and hang out and say hi and stuff, by all means, there'll be a week of it. That'll be like the first week of February. I think the last week of February, half of the week, or the half last week of February, and I think the half first week of March, I have a week off there because I think Nick's sister's back over again. I only get to see her normally like once a year, so I'm going to take a bit of time off of that, but I'll probably do rigging of my avatar. So it's not like I'm going to be taking a holiday. I will be doing stuff. But, yeah. So I'll take a break after it anyway. It's just that it'll be like a couple of weeks later kind of thing. So yeah, that's what's coming up in February. And at the moment, I'm just a bit too to sort out the details of it. But I'll get it done, like always, before the thing and let you guys know and stuff. And as always, there's zero obligation for anybody to like do anything or participate or whatever. If you just want to hang out and like, I don't know, collect up some Rim Connect silver and spawn in some stuff, I'd love that. I'd love that so much. But yeah, that's my whole intention for the thing, is just distractions, you know. And yeah, depending on how this year goes, if it's nice and calm and sort of simpler, it might be what I kind of go forwards with. Not necessarily just being a Rim Connect thing, but just a simpler, lighter billathon for annual. Because I'd still like to do it each year, but I definitely don't want to go as balls to the wall kind of hard as I was last year, because that was too much. I took a lot of time off last year to make up for how kind of like exhausted I was. Also, I also did spend quite a substantial time working on my avatar, and I still have quite a substantial amount of time to work on her left. So I kind of feel like I'm falling short on a couple of things there. But I know you guys have also got patience for that too, so when she's done, she'll be done. I also still want to allocate a few casual weeks here and there off throughout this year so I can work on her. Not like holidays for me, but time off dedicated to work on her. So there'll be, I don't know when I'm having those, but I know I've got one of those weeks, February to March kind of thing, and then after that I'll have to start planning some. I want to spend more time working on her, but I don't get a chance to work on her during the week, because what happens is I work on her for like, I sit down for up to 20 hours when I work on her, and I forget to like eat and drink and sleep and shit, and I can't kind of do that in the middle of the week, in the middle of a stream week, because then the following night when I'm kind of hit that 20 hours, I'm supposed to be going live. So I'm not getting rests between, you know, the last stream, the working on it, and then the next day kind of thing. So I've had to kind of like limit her to, I have to dedicate time to work on her, or otherwise it's bad for my health. But yeah. Eventually she'll be done. Although I want to add shit to her. I'm like, I have to like limit myself and know that there is a point in time where I have to stop adding shit, and I've been pretty good with that so far, but I still want to add shit, and I really shouldn't. But yeah, it's a little frustrating because I'm getting creativity while I'm working on her, and there's only me to stop myself, you know? I can see how, like, if you think of something and you send it to like an artist to do it, it's a little bit easier to stand back and be like, it will get done kind of thing. Especially if it's a professional and stuff that actually has skills on working on it and stuff. That makes it a little bit easier too, because they can actually judge how much effort the edition is. Like, I'm working on stuff at the moment with her that I have no fucking clue how I'm supposed to do it or what I'm supposed to do with it. There's no tutorials for what I'm working on. There probably are people out there that know how to do it, have experience with it, but I have no fucking clue what I'm doing. So yeah, I'm just kind of figuring it out as I go. It's very, very interesting. It's very rewarding when I figure something out and I get it working, especially when there's no tutorial for it, because it's like, fuck yeah. But then in the meantime, it takes me so many extra hours to sort it out, to figure it out, because I just don't have something to be like, look at and work with. I think they've killed off most of the extra animals and we've got all the extra beds. I don't know if that's sufficient enough beds. I want to have spots where the animals can fuck off to, so that at night they all run off and go to sleep. But I don't know if that's... Most of them are unallocated. I would say I want the majority to be kind of up the top and down the bottom. I could probably put some more here. What else have I got to do? We built some bedrooms. I have been installing the beds. I can't install the double beds. The trader's been and gone. I didn't get a psychic soothe pulsar, which sucks. And I have been doing the flooring. And what else have we got? Neurotrainers. I put down ground scanners. I put down one extra ground scanner earlier. And I put the hospital, the medical benches in as well, which my people can work on these, which that one looks like they're already working on that. And I don't have extra chairs in here, so I guess let's build them some extra chairs. Honestly, if I have the resources and one of my people wants to come and build it, they can go and build it. If they don't have it, I want them to be building rooms. I'm going to grab a couple of people and I'm going to see if I can go build exclusively the rooms and the beds, because we kind of need that, but I don't actually know if we've got the blocks for it. Where are my blocks? I have got marble blocks and I've got slate blocks and I do have granite blocks. Okay, so I could grab a few people. God, we got some good meat. Hold on, what's the temperature in here? I am one solar flare away from losing a shit ton of food, honestly. Okay. Well, if they could get that into usable meat, I'm pretty sure I did say that they could put meat on these shelves, but I'm not seeing them put it on here yet, or they're using them efficiently. I don't know which. They are putting food onto here. I kind of want them to keep putting it close by, and they're still putting stuff in here. I hate the fucking gold floor. It looks so bad. It just looks like somebody had a piss bottle there, honestly. Also, animal beds. I see cats not sleeping in people's bedrooms, and we need to fix that. I do want to make sure that I use... Oh my god, muffalo wool. It is all blue fur, was it? That same shit, different day. Blue fur... I think blue fur is muffalo wool. Hold on, what do we got? We got muffalo wool. Okay. So I'm pretty sure all of these are done. I don't know why we don't have... Somebody hasn't built those, but it could be a component issue. This isn't sealed off. I don't want to make it where the random animals could get in here. I haven't also sorted out this bedroom scenario, but you guys are going to have an animal bed each. I don't quite know if I'm going to mirror this like that kind of thing. Maybe. I could put it like here and then there. That would be interesting. And then I could have like a side table on the opposite side. Let's do that. I don't know how I feel about it. We'll see how I feel about it later. I'll probably... Oh my god. And that goes into threes. Okay. You're not getting a double bed. I'll put it on that side. Alright, hold on. If it's all on one side, it would go to like that side. Fuck it. Let's do a mirror invert thing. Put it on that side. This should be that side. There we go. You two. Yeah. Okay, that looks a bit better. Mirror inverted looks nicer. I just got to make sure I invert it to the right set of sides. Okay. This is going to be fun when I get onto the other side of my map and I start having to figure out how to revert this upside down or backwards, because that's where I start having issues with stuff. But they're going to also get a side table each. If I have the materials to make this, then my people can come and make this. If I don't have it, it will get made over time. But at the moment, these are the areas that my cats and panthers can get to, and possibly thrombos. So this will be fine for them. I haven't done this up here, but this is a different set of stuff. So maybe we can do it as a set view like that. That will work. I do need to bring in bedside tables. I could do the mirror thingy now. Okay, let's do this. Well, I could put them down and then say don't build it. We'll do that. I'm trying to think of what's going to be more of a pain in the ass for myself for when my colonists inevitably wake up and start building stuff. I don't want all of the random like herding animals outside to decide that these are the best beds to sleep in. And oh, put it there. And I also want to make sure that I make a bunch of small animal boxes specifically for the heated area, because anywhere that's in like a colonist bedroom is going to have like some central heating or central cooling, right? But the small animals like chickens, ducks, ducklings, whatever, they're going to have an issue. I think I may have started to mirror this opposite way. No, I'm still doing it right. Sorry, I saw a cat in a tree trunk and I got distracted with that. But yeah, no, we definitely don't want to have the full tilt hauling farming animals in here. Alright, Psychic Soothe is ending. So, bye Cal, mate. You didn't even wait 2 fucking seconds, mate. Okie dokie. Let's grab what I can grab with the beds. I didn't want you to grab the animal, but that's fine. As long as I can grab all of these. Okay, that's everybody's beds. Don't build them yet. Bye Cal, where are you? Alright, Maniac. That's fine. Okay. So they're starting to need warm clothes. Somebody needs medical treatment. If that's Farrell or McJolly, everybody's looking good otherwise. Okay, so only 7 colonists need warm clothes. McJolly, McFarrell,